What's up, everybody? Ashley here. I might as well keep them coming because the world's getting crazier. In this video, um, it's as if California couldn't get any lower. It's already it's already a shithole. How worse can California get? I'm gonna show you how worse. So I'm gonna give you a little update on what just recently passed because basically our freedom of choice is out the window. Land of the free, that's out, that's gone. So California already requires students to be vaccinated. Now, these were students 12 and up. This was like a month ago. Okay, so students 12 and up have to be vaccinated before, I want to say, the end of this month, maybe, I think it's they had to have the first shot by the end of this month, but then they had to be fully vaccinated, I think, by January. Well, recently they just passed to where now children's 12 and under, as young as 5 years old, will be required to vaccinate. Now, here's where I have a problem with this, because kids already have a better immune system than adults. They can fight it off better than we can. So basically, you're giving kids the shot to protect us when they don't really need it. So when a kid has a reaction and they drop dead from it, or they become severely sick, or you never know, they might have long-term effects because of this, because they're just playing around, with people's lives like we're some lab rats, then what's the shot for? The shot is to protect your family members, okay? But if my kid can still get it and come give it to me, then what was the point of my child getting injected with God knows what? I'm not anti-vaccine. I'm not anti-anything. Your choice is your choice. But your choice shouldn't be my choice if it doesn't have to be. We're all different. Some people want to get the vaccine. I have no problem with that. But don't make me do it just because you're trying to push this narrative. This whole thing is political. It's all political bullshit. It's all nonsense. If you go back to videos earlier this year, Kamala herself, Mr. So called president himself, both stated making someone take a vaccine is not ethical, it's not moral. But yet, here we are months later, and look what's going on. All over the states, California, Nevada is on board with that shit now. Grade school kids have to have the vaccine now. Matter of time before young kids. So you're saying my 5-year-old kid has to be injected to protect me, but yet they can still give me COVID? Okay, let me give you another analysis. I go get the shot to protect my mother. Okay, I go grocery shopping. I'm touching everything in the store. I got COVID on my hands. I come give my mom a hug. She's got COVID. How did I protect her? Because I just gave it to her. COVID has a 99% survival rate. So that means that 1% are the unlucky, beautiful people that lives ended shortly, unfortunately. But you've got 99% of the population that beat it. They didn't necessarily catch it. You've got I would say half of the population probably caught COVID and fought it, and then the other half didn't get it, like myself. I have been testing since COVID has been around, and I have never tested positive. I work in retail where I'm with people all day. I'm around people all day, every day. Never once have I tested positive. So I think it depends on the person. It depends on you. So if you feel that you don't want to take it because it's not necessary or you don't need it. That is your choice. I don't understand what people don't get about what your choice is. First is, oh, the mask works. Then it's, oh, the mask doesn't work. Now you're saying, oh, wear the mask. So if you're vaccinated, why am I wearing a mask? If I go into a room full of all vaccinated people and I'm not vaccinated, shouldn't they be protected? Isn't that at my discretion if I don't want to be vaccinated? Who am I going to catch it from? If this so-called vaccine works, it doesn't give you immunity, so you can't call it a vaccine. That's why they changed the definition. Now a vaccine it doesn't give you immunity. Now it gives you a boost. It gives you a better chance at fighting something. No, the original definition of a vaccine is it gives you immunity. They didn't took that out the dictionary. So now that doesn't even exist. So technically, what are they giving us? What are we taking? So basically, like, that's if they were to say, okay, cocaine is good for you now, and everybody go shoot up. No one's gonna question that. Since when is cocaine good for anyone? You've seen studies where shit does not work and people end up dying. You got guinea pigs. They use humans for studies. And sometimes that shit does not work. This shit came out way too fast, in my opinion. This is my opinion. My opinion is not everyone else's opinion. We might have the same opinions, but I didn't force this on anybody. I am not anti-vaccine. I don't care if you're vaccinated. That is your choice. You're supposed to be pro-choice. By making people take this vaccine, you've got teachers that are losing their jobs, nurses. New York just laid off and fired 700 nurses and doctors. Who is that going to affect? Doesn't that kind of defeat what you're trying to do? You're trying to get less people in the hospital. You're trying to get more people vaccinated. You're trying to get more people helped to where, the hospitals become more free. But yet, you're firing all your staff that are supposed to help people. So basically, your logic is, okay, you're going to punish. See, right now, you're punishing because now they're saying the unvaccinated is who's making everybody else sick. Or the unvaccinated, now you hear what I just said. Supposedly the unvaccinated is who's spreading COVID. So then if I'm spreading COVID to unvaccinated people, that makes sense. Supposedly. But you're saying all these cases of people getting COVID when they've been fully vaccinated, that's my fault too. That's my fault as well. So then, if they can still get COVID, and if I can still spread it, then what was the point of them taking that shot? You get the logic, you get the reasoning, you get the hypocrisy. Everybody's contradicting themselves. The logic behind this vaccine makes no sense. If they were to come out from the gate, we got this vaccine, we're testing it, we're running it, it's not foolproof. It doesn't give you immunity. If they had came out of the gate with that, this whole vaccination experience would be totally different. It wouldn't be forced. People would get it when they want to get it, if they felt they needed it. It shouldn't be where I have to get the vaccine or I can't work. So then I lose my job. It's hard for me to get another job. I lose my house. Then I become homeless. You see the cycle? People lose their jobs. They lose their homes. They become homeless. So now we got a homeless crisis. Look at the long-term effects of this. You're firing nurses and doctors because they don't even want to get vaccinated. You got doctors and nurses who are asking questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions or being skeptical or doubtful. You don't just jump when someone says jump. So that means if everybody was jumping off cliffs, you would go jump off a cliff too. Just because everybody else is doing it. Just because one person says, oh, because I'm superior than you, you got to do what I say. No. I just find it funny that all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, wear your mask, go get vaccinated. Okay, guarantee you. Let me reverse logistic this thought. All right, let me reverse this for you. All right, everybody was so anti-Trump. That's why we got this clown for president now, because you guys hated one guy, but you voted in someone that's worse. That makes a lot of sense. So now we're paying for that. Okay, I voted on who had better policies, who was better for this country, and it was sure not Biden. All right, everybody voted based on their feelings, based on because you didn't like this person, you didn't like the way they spoke. Okay, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I have no I have no right to change your mind about how you feel about something. That's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm just trying to show you to think outside the box. Thinking outside the box and looking at perspectives two different ways will make it all make sense. You can't just look at one side. There's always two sides to every story. There's always two sides to every problem. So, let me put it this way. Had Trump won again, and Trump had all these mandates, do you think the majority of this country would be jumping to get vaccinated? No, they would have every excuse in the book. Oh, Trump's trying to kill us. Oh, it came out too fast. Oh, blah blah blah. It would have been every excuse in the book. Oh, he's taking away our rights. Oh, he's making us take the vaccine, blah blah blah. But because Biden's in office and it fits your narrative and it's who everybody wanted, everybody's happy. We got a black vice president. Not really, but really, I guarantee you, if Trump had done this same exact thing, there would be protests in industry right now for these mandates. Just like how y'all got out there and protest for Floyd for a whole year almost. For a whole year, we had to hear about that. Why aren't y'all out there fighting for your rights to not inject yourself if you don't want to? Because last time I checked, you don't have to do that shit. This is not some vaccine that we've been taking for years now. Measles, flu, tetanus, polio. These are not this is not a required vaccine, if you want to call it a vaccine. Our shots that we have to keep up with throughout life, those have been tested over years and years and years and years. Years and years. Here you come out with a vaccine in less than 3 months. And mind you, people aren't even realizing that Trump is the one who came out with this shit. It was created during Trump's presidency. And y'all don't even realize that y'all running to take this shit. I've watched videos where the biggest Trump supporters, they're still skeptical, and they're not taking the shit. They're not anti anything because your choice is your choice. But don't force me to do something because it fits your narrative. That's all I'm saying. California is going down a bad path. Taxes are already high as hell. Gas is high as hell. Almost 5 something a gallon. And it makes no damn sense. This is what everybody voted for. Because people can't think outside the box. It doesn't fit their descriptive. Everyone's thinking with their skin. They're either thinking with their skin or emotions to start some bullshit. We got to get past all this because we are nowhere near free at all. We are becoming less free every day by the second. California, Nevada, New York, they done already done it. You got kids 5 years old about to take the shot. I'm glad I don't have no kids because my kids would be homeschooled. Or they would be moved to a county where they're not falling for this nonsense. You gonna tell me I have to inject myself in order to make a living for my family? Talk about... I can't talk about it no more. I just know that I'm not doing it. More power to people that's doing it. I'm just letting you know that I'm not doing it. If you're protecting yourself, that's fine. But I feel that you've got people that have that natural immunity who's already had it. So why do you need this shot? Not only that, now they're talking about a booster. I know everybody saw that video of Biden taking a booster shot, which really, I don't think he took it, but that's just my opinion. But like I said, this was an update from, I guess, today. California, my shithole of a state, then done it again. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Um, it's just sad, man. It's sad because no, I mean, can't go anywhere. You can't go to concerts. Now you have to be fully vaccinated. You got to prove it. If not, you're tested on site. You can't even go to a football game without being fully vaccinated. California is about to pass another mandate to where you can't go to the grocery store without proof of vaccination. Can't go to the gym. Can't go to movie theaters. You can't step foot into a mall unless you show a vaccination card. If that's not total chaos control, then what is?